Good morning, students. Today we will start our new chapter, that is environment. First, I will explain you about what is environment. So, environment is composed of the physical surroundings, living beings or living organism, as well as the chemical condition all around. Now, so it also includes a set of condition, or you can say it involves a set of conditions that is very important for the living organism development, growth, survival, reproduction, etc. So you can say this is very important to maintain the balance in the environment. Various factor influences the environmental conditions, like the biotic factors and abiotic factors. Like biotic factors are living, whereas abiotic factors are non-living. Or you can say, so different factors are responsible for the maintenance of the environment. Now we can see several factors are also responsible for this environmental pollution. Very wastes, basically the discarded material, or you can say the left outs, or you can say the waste. It if they are not being uh, if they have not been disposed in a proper way or in a proper manner, these waste can accumulate it and causes this environmental pollution. So for students, first you should know what do you mean by waste. So all the leftover part, all the leftover substances, all the discarded substances are called as wastes. No, so all these accumulation of these waste results in the pollution of environment. Now we can see the basically waste are of three types. No, basically the waste are of categorized into the three types, that is the solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. If we are talking about the solid waste, the example are all this farm waste, household waste, and you can say this industrial waste. These all includes the solid waste. Whereas the liquid waste, it also includes this the liquid waste, like chemical wastes are in the category of liquid waste. And if you are if we will see this gaseous waste, so gaseous waste are like this the gases which is coming out from the chimney of the factories. No, so this is all about the waste. So we can categorize as solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. And on the basis of their nature, the waste can be also categorized as biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So they can be, on the basis of their nature, they can be categorized as biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Okay. So what is biodegradable? Biological in nature. Non-biodegradable, these are man-made. Whereas second point, biodegradable, these are decomposed by microorganisms. Not decomposed by microorganisms. Next, you can write, it can be used to produce, it can be used to produce manure, biogas, etc. Or you can say the compost. It can be recycled or get reused. Okay, students. So these are the different kind of waste according to their nature. First is biodegradable, which can be decomposed by microorganisms. This type of waste can be degraded or they can be decomposed by microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. Actually, these bacteria and fungi secrete some specific enzyme which is helpful in degrading these complex molecules to simpler ones. Okay. So, as well as definitely the biodegradable, these are biological in nature. Non-biodegradable, these are man-made, and definitely these are not being decomposed by microorganisms. Next, it can be used to produce manure, biogas. After this, when the decomposition takes place, the obviously it will get converted into manure, and as well as it can also be used as biogas. Non-biodegradable, it can be recycled or reused. See the waste like plastics, it can be recycled, no, recycle, and that it get reused. So students, now that I explained you about environment, you can write also the definition of environment first. What is environment? It is composed of environment, it is composed of physical surroundings, living beings, and chemical conditions. No? Or you can say the chemical conditions of the region. And obviously these set of condition, this includes or involves in this development, this growth, or this reproduction, survival of the living organism. So next we can see the effects of biodegradable substances. Definitely biodegradable substances get decomposed of, no, but if they get accumulated in a huge quantity, this biodegradable substances, if they get accumulated in a huge quantity, then definitely this biodegradable substances produce very foul smell. No, if obviously see if so many biodegradable substances you just dumped it, and accumulation of this biodegradable substances is becomes very much large, no, it will be in very much it will be in more and more quantity, then definitely uh, this foul smell will comes out from there. The uh, flies were all around there, this in biodegradables all around among this biodegradable substances, no. So obviously this can also pollute the land, as well as this will also pollute the environment. And non-biodegradable substances, obviously they are very harmful for environment, because they will not get being degraded or get decomposed, so they get accumulated in the environment, or you can say these get accumulated in the land as well. So it will cause the land pollution, as well as if they are being accumulated in the water, then it will cause water pollution, or it will also hamper the aquatic life. So this is about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So these waste, the dispose of this waste is very much important. So it has to be kept in mind that the disposal of these waste should be in a proper should be in a proper manner, so as to maintain the environment uh, properly, no. So next is ecosystem. Next topic is ecosystem. So first I will explain you about the definition of ecosystem. It is the structural and functional unit of biosphere. Okay, it is a stable ecological unit ecological unit where regular input of energy, regular input of energy and circulation of matter takes place. The term ecosystem is coined by A.G. Tansley. Okay. First, what is ecosystem? It is a structural and functional unit of biosphere, and as it is a stable ecological unit where regular input of energy and circulation of matter takes place. Definitely the energy will be released in each phase, and as well as the circulation of matter will takes place in a ecosystem. Like obviously see, if the producers are the green plants or the grasses, since deer is eating up those grasses, and definitely the deer is getting energy by the producers, no, they are eating up the plants are producers, so these deers, the herbivores, are eating up and they're getting energy from the producer. And now you see this hierarchy. Now the lions or the carnivores are eating up these deers, and now they are also getting the energy from it. So here the circulation of energy, or you can say the this circulation of energy is there, and the regular input of energy is there, or you can say the circulation of matter is there. So that is all involved in this ecosystem. The first, this ecosystem, this term ecosystem is given by A.G. Tansley. Now you can see, students, all this all these interacting organisms in an area together with the non-living and as well as the living organism of the environment forms the ecosystem, or you can say the interaction between the biotic component as well as in abiotic component forms this ecosystem. Interaction between biotic components means interaction between living organism and as well as the non-living organism, as well as the non-living things. That this type of stable interaction is called as ecosystem. So you can say the types of ecosystem. Types of ecosystem is, first type is natural ecosystem. First is natural ecosystem. And second is artificial ecosystem. First is natural ecosystem. Exist without this natural ecosystem occurs naturally without any human interference. That is called as natural ecosystem. So the naturally existing ecosystem without human interference is called as natural ecosystem. Human interference, or you can say the support, that is called as natural ecosystem. So the depending upon this humans, depending upon the habitats, it can be categorized into the into you can say the terrestrial system or aquatic, no. So you can write depending upon habitats, natural ecosystem may be terrestrial, terrestrial means in the desert, in the grassland, or in the forest. These all comprises the terrestrial ecosystem. and aquatic. And aquatic comprises of ponds, lakes, estuaries, or marine um, bodies. No, so this is natural ecosystem. Next is artificial ecosystem. An ecosystem, second, all of you write, an ecosystem, artificial ecosystem, which is created, which is created and maintained by humans. No, is called as artificial or man-made ecosystem. So this really on the human efforts to sustain. Human efforts is required to sustain this, and they do not process as a self-regulating mechanism. Humans are involved in this ecosystem. So agro ecosystem is man-made ecosystem. Examples are agro ecosystem. Agro ecosystem involves agricultural land, no, aquariums, botanical gardens, aquariums, botanical gardens, etc. Okay, students. So the type of ecosystem involves two. That is the natural ecosystem and the next artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem that involves naturally, no, without any human interference, uh, like, or you can say that without any human support. The examples are examples you can see the depending upon the natural habitats. Natural habitats like if terrestrial habitat like forest, grassland, desert, and whereas whereas in the aquatic habitat like ponds, rivers, lakes, and artificial ecosystem which is created and maintained by the humans. It is with the help of human support. The examples are aquariums, botanical uh, gardens, or you can say the agro ecosystem. So today, so students, today we learn about what is environment, and what are the wastes. So what is the nature of waste and how do we classify the waste? Wastes are of two types, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. And after that we learn about the ecosystem. Basically the two types of ecosystem were there, natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. So in the next class I will be explaining you about the components of ecosystem. So thank you for today's class.